Hello everyone and welcome to another Tamagotchi video. In this video I'm going to be showing off some of the honestly terrifying lore that exists in the Tamagotchi Research Report, which is this book that I have here. So a little bit ago I was browsing the Tamagotchi Wikia and discovered the existence of something absolutely horrifying, which is the existence of a sort of subspecies slash alternate dimension version of Tamagotchi called the Iyatchi. So Iya is Japanese for like something hateful or something disgusting, something that's not good. And so that's what the Iyatchi are. And this book has them, and also has them showing up in random places throughout the book, sort of hidden. So let's take a bit of a look at that. So this book is obviously very old. It came out around the same time as the first two versions of the Tamagotchi. It has Professor Bunzo and his assistant, and that's basically the characters in the early on games, and also they show up a little bit on the... when I stop hitting the tripod with my arm. There we are. They also show up on the 1996 Tamagotchi Smart Card, which I went over in my unboxing video, and they show up when you enter this card. And it also has, of course, Bill, who is the Tamagotchi to represent America, apparently, which is interesting. But so we have an Iyatchi comic, which has the Iyatchi version of Ginjirochi, who is like just chopping down a tree, but for some reason the tree is actually alive and it's spurting blood, which is a very different aesthetic to the friendly, cutesy little Tamagotchi Ginjirochi, who's, there he's got a little cowboy hat, and, it's like, oh, he's flying, he's the Angel Chi version, oh, he's jumping in the air, oh, that's so cute. See, a very different feel to, this, where he is attacking a tree which is actually alive. So, horrifying, absolutely. And the stickers in general are kind of cute, except for obviously that one particular one. Like, we've got passed out Iyatchi about to be run over, I guess. And we've got the Kuchipachi, but with breasts, which is interesting, to say the least. And a bunch of other stickers, Iyatchi hanging out with a bunch of other ones who are just drinking. That's fine. We've got Bill, who's eating food, I guess. And so they're mostly just fine, except for that one particular instance. And so we've got Bill just saying, "Oh, America." And we've got the writers of this book, which Professor Bunzo and his assistant. So basically, it came out around the same time as the first two versions of the Tamagotchi, as well as the Angel Chi, because it has a bit of a preview for that. It has like a growth chart of the little monsters that you'll be training and raising, and descriptions and profiles of them. And there's Bill again. Bill is a lot in this book. And, a bit of a description about what's inside of a Tamagotchi. So we've got, a stomach and like a slot machine, and his brain is still a brain, but is surrounded by petals, which is fairly interesting. And, it's just got some information, cute little bits of lore, but I mainly want to cover the horrifying aspect of the random Iyatchi. So we've got things like the Iyatchi showing up in random places, like this is a Mimichi, and there's a little Iyatchi Ginjirochi hanging out inside. See? Horrifying. And then we've got a picture of, like, this is Earth, and then this is them travelling in a UFO, or I guess it's a spacecraft because it's identified. And then there's the Tamagotchi planet there. And then this is what the Tamagotchi planet looks like. It's even got a pull tab. Kind of cute. And then we've got areas of the Tamagotchi planet. And through a few of these, there are just sort of Iyatchi hanging out, hidden. I'm not sure if there's... Oh, no, he's right there. Hanging out there. It's always Ginjirochi for some reason. He's like the most threatening one, apparently. I don't think there's one in this one. But if there is, please let me know, because I can't seem to find it. I can see like Maskochi hidden there, but I can't see any Iyatchi, which is probably for the better because they are horrifying. We've got more like sort of like Where's Wally with different characters hanging out in different places. Some sort of cute, nice art. Very, I guess I can't say retro because of course it's from that time anyway. Oh, here we are. So this one it's the Iyatchi Horror World at a theme park. And, yep, they're terrified. And Mamachi is saying that's scary. Oh, and we've got Iyatchi Mimichi and Iyatchi Kuchipachi hanging out also there, which is honestly a little bit terrifying. And now we've got Mamachi in his little house he's about to be murdered, he should probably leave. And also Maskochi, but it isn't the Iyatchi version, but still a little bit scary. Like there's a few bits where Maskochi is just kind of like hiding and looking on, it's kind of cute. I don't think there's any Iyatchi in this one. I hope not, at least. And here's another interesting page. It's not to do with the Iyatchi, but it is sort of interesting. These are like the ancestors of the Tamagotchi. These are like what they were descended from. So these are kind of like the proto-Tamagotchi. Not as in concept art, these are actually just like in lore, the prototype Tamagotchi, like their ancestors. And here we have the page on the Tamagotchi language, and then we have the Iyatchi down the bottom. We have him saying like, because I translated this, I matched it up with the characters, and he's saying like, what is this evening? And that's just the sound of like a knife being pulled out. And then the Iyatchi version of Oyajichi is kind of saying like, give me the pod, but I'm not sure like what he means by pod. I mean, I think it's like a pea pod, but still oddly horrifying. So this is the main part with them. We've got Kuchipachi, which is horrifying, Baby Chi, I forgot the alien one's name. It's like Zuchichi, I think? Oyajichi and Ginjirochi looking just absolutely terrifying, yeah. Then we've got them saying like, oh, America sure is different. And I think that's it for the Iyatchi for memory. The different moods of the Tamagotchi, how they react to food, looking after them, and like, I like how he's full. We have like also looking after them, and this is what happens when you flush their poo away, apparently, which is kind of just oddly terrifying. And we've got them being disciplined, and then what happens when they're sick, and then a bit on when they die, and they have a funeral, which is kind of sad. And then we have a little bit of a description of the angel Tamagotchis, sort of like a little, there's a Iyatchi Angel Poochie, which is horrifying, as expected, and also a bit on the Devil Chi as well. So it's sort of information about the Angel Chi and almost like a bit of a preview for the upcoming Angel Gotchi. And there it is. But no information on the Devil Chi. Just that the Devil Chi exists. So yeah, that was just a brief flick through the Tamagotchi research report and the honestly horrifying, nightmare fuel-inducing lore within its pages. So thanks for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!